who doesn't like something new and exclusive? Well, we do. Toni does. I know you guys do it at home too. Toni, welcome back. What a show already. Honestly, you've already been buying the brand new bundle. 10%'s already gone, Toni. 10%. Well, George, should we go straight into this? Because we love stencils, but when we got layering possibilities, they're even more fun, I'd say.
Absolutely. So you have 3 different floral elements that are going to create the most amazing, in my opinion, the best 3D images ever with just some stencils. So basically, they are a stencil. They're pretty much indestructible. You can do so many good techniques with them. They're super affordable. And what we can do is we can layer the elements to create realistic shop bought felt images, and you get that coordinating die to remove it from
shop
the card.
bought, absolutely. But George, this looks so handmade though, doesn't it? They're beautiful.
So vintage colours, if you want to, you could just pick that rose from that page. The dimension is absolutely incredible. So on these sets of ones, we have 5 stencils. Now we launched Quattro D about 10-15 days ago. Yes, I'm still on cloud 9 if anybody would like to know. but this one is 5
then, Toni?
Just a little bit. My gosh, went down the storm. So I'm still giddy kipper about it. But this is 5 stencils, and these give you that lovely coordinating outline. Look at that. That looks like a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, look at this.
I mean, come on. Just so pretty. You can swap out the components and layers for sparkly powders there in the show. Your confetti, your gilding flakes.
I've always thought about using different mediums for one of the layers.
How stunning is that? Now, when you look at stencils, sometimes you can look at them and think they're really classic and clean, one-dimensional, but with the 3D effect. But look at all of the different types of styles that you can do with them. They're just a product that just keeps giving and giving and giving, and no 2 cards are going to be the same.
No,
change that colour, spritz with the water, do the fabulous bleaching tech that we adore at Stamps by Me. Add the splats, I know.
Well, do you know what? We've got so much here. By the way, we had a lot of stock loaded up ready. 10% of that's already gone, and that's of the entire brand new and exclusive period, not for this show, because we've got one later today, got one tomorrow morning, but it is depending on the stock. To get through 10% already is ridiculous. By the way, you were able to get these in 3 smaller bundles, but they've gone as well. As individuals, they have sold out. So the rose has gone, the bluebell has sold out, the poppy, by the way, 60% gone, but that is about to go anyway at the rate we're talking here. In a few minutes that is going to disappear. But if you like one, you're bound to like the others, and of course the best value is by going for the bundle. You're saving £14.98. Do you know what, Toni, with layering stencils, I've said this a few times recently, but you know, 2 or 3 layers perhaps. You've got lots of different layers here.
So absolutely. So I just love anything that looks 3-dimensional, and if I can keep the cost down by giving you less stencil, I'm going to absolutely do that. Any more of 5 stencils for me, I'm bored. Absolutely bored. So if you can get that dimension with just those 5 stencils, then you get that 3D. But look at that bluebell. Yeah. Does that not look like a blue?
It really does.
I mean, it's stencils.
And if you can hold a blending tool or a spritzer, you can do this.
And if you have a handful of ink pads in your stash from any brand, you know, they don't just work with my ink pads or another brand ink pads. They work with all ink pads. Dig out what you have in your stash. Just enjoy them. This has been done and then splattered with some clean, clear water from a brush, and you've just got that beautiful. I mean, could you say you painted that? You'd get away with that. I think these are beautiful.
That is such a natural look. It really does look hand painted. If you said to me, I've taken hours painting that, I'd believe you. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? It's up to you if you want to tell people. Do you know, 20% of the stock's now gone. This is not slowing down. If you fancy all of these, it's the Stencil and Die Trio. A quarter, right, that's ridiculous. A quarter of the stock's gone. Do you know, when we see some inspiration like this, you just want it, don't you? Oh, now the poppy individual has now sold down. So it's an exclusive bundle. You can only get these designs in this collection.
I'm so sorry.
We can't get any more.
I brought you everything we had, and that was a lot. And when it's gone, I do always say to you though, don't I, that, you know, when it's gone, we move on. We do absolutely move on, but you all know we have that fabulous QR code on the back of our packaging as well, and you all know that most days, every single day, Stamps by Me are using the products that you buy from us. I do not want you to buy my products and be left with just the product.
You give so much
tune into my channel, you will get inspirational daily, absolutely daily.
Well,
these products, with
Generally
last week's
speaking,
products,
your
with
deals.
last year's products, with your products from 2 years ago. We are a channel that just keeps on giving. And do you know what as well, that QR code, it's incredibly difficult to do, but I do it because I know people appreciate it.
So we scan the back of the packaging, it takes you through to tutorials on these exact tools. That is a great service, because it's, yes, your money is all on the actual materials, but then to have all the inspiration, that's just so generous.
1,118 videos of all of the products that we brought to you here on Create and Craft.
That's amazing, Tony. That's so generous, you know, and that is passion. Well, you're passionate about these. We are now at a situation, what's the time? Not even 6 minutes into the show, and 30% has gone. Is it going to last the hour? Is it going to last until 8 o'clock tonight? Because all being well, Tony's going to be here doing this with Yanis. And of course, tomorrow morning at 8. I doubt it. We've even got a contingency plan, try saying that, for this show in case it does sell out. And I'm not kidding. I think it's going to. We're going to be very pleased. A third of the stock has now gone. It's the poppy bunch, the rose branch, and the bluebells all together. Yes, you do get the dies as well, don't forget. By the way, we've got the Wow Embossing Powder Trio. Well, let's have a look at this. Shall we have a brief chat about these? Because, by the way, 40% of the stock's already gone on this one, so it's worthwhile going to, isn't it? Because this is not slowing down.
Oh,
So we haven't seen these colours before.
It's just amazing. Yes, so this is our fourth launch of our collaboration with the wonderful company Wow, who you all know and adore. They attend this channel as well. The lovely Marion, get lots of techniques from Marion and myself now, and I'm very proud that we have my name on my own unique colours. So this is our next collection.
That must be exciting, Tony.
I know. Well, to be sort of affiliated with Wow, you know, these things, they don't just come easy. It's friendships, you know, it's brands working together and collaborating. It's not just about...
Well, it's not about all competing,
no,
is it?
and it's
about
not just
together.
about the next pound for me. It's about friendships, collaborations. How can we help each other? The industry is huge. You know, let's just share the love of crafts. These are my next colours.
So this is the first time we've seen.
These are brand new today.
These are all brand new.
And they're so sparkly. So you loved my first ones, which had Be Bold in, which were super sparkly. Now we have Litterbug, which gives you like litter. No, you have it all.
Yeah, they just
sorry.
In my ear, in our ears, they're going, have we got any more of this? We need more, because half of it's gone. Half it's gone. And well, Tony, we say it as it is.
Yes.
So we've got no more.
Oh no.
We've got no more. So once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so $11.99 for all three. That's a bargain.
For the trio, so it's a combination. So you get the top one, which has got a lilac undertone, which is super sparkly. Then down here we have Litterbug, which looks like litter in the wind. It's gorgeous, and whatever paper you pop it underneath, at the back will shine through. And then on the base here we have another sparkly one, which is a bit Northern Lights, but this time it's got a teal undertone. So these are going to be amazing for Christmas, but these are called Showstopper because guess what, we can use them with our stencils. We can swap out one of the layers of ink for a sparkly layer, so you can have sparkly You're looking at me as if to say, what are you on about?
No, at all. No, we can see the beauty here, can't we? Even just that first pot there we got here.
That is so good. That's Litterbug.
The Litterbug. Look at all those shards of sparkle. Absolutely dancing with sparkle in that one too. 60% is gone. These are going to sell out. Okay, £5.40 today. Your first paper to 2. Shall we start demonstrating the new exclusive? Because it is going to go. Now, I think it's going to go this hour. That's my gut feeling. So, without further ado...
No.
They just said, do you want to know the update?
I know, I just said no.
Half of it's gone. Half of the brand new. All of this. Look at all these stencils. We have hundreds and hundreds of these. Half of it's already gone. So you get 3 different designs. Look at all those layers in just one. Are you going to be sticking to just 1 or 2 colours? Are you going to have a different colour for each one? Are you going to be mixing up your mediums? Well, there's lots of ideas there. Well then, let's see this in action. Thanks, Tony.
You should have just seen us 10 minutes ago. We're all dancing around trying to build an 8 o'clock show. Oh, giddy, aren't we?
Honestly.
It's
I'm not
crazy
doing that,
here
not
today,
problem.
honestly.
I'm joking, I wouldn't be like
that.
Right, Tony.
Right, so let's just, if you're tuning in for the serious, come on, serious. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is how they work. So basically they have numbers on the top. So you always need to make sure that the number's looking at you, and this is the way that you're going to get your stencil correct. So I can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3. I have number 4, which was actually the wrong way in my packet. So 4, There we go. See number 4, and then we have number 5. Make sure it's the right way. There we go. Number 5 on the back there. So as it is, you pop it onto your cardstock. Now you can hold it in your Eureka with your magnets. We'll talk about the Eureka and other things as well. Or you can see these little hearts. You can pop a little bit of ink through these as well, and then you can lay the hearts back up knowing that they're in exactly the same place. Super easy. And then you have the die to take it out of the page. So let's just go for it, shall we, before...
So number 1.
Right, let's go pink.
Do you start with a light colour or a dark colour first?
If you've only got one ink pad in your stash, which I appreciate some people may because they've collected them from fronts of magazines
You taught me
and
this, you
things.
can build up the same
yeah,
colour.
like generation sort of ink
It was
building.
really effective.
So let's get some pink on here. So just stencil through, and when you're popping it through, don't try and get a smooth blend because yeah, it will look beautiful at the end. But if you put it through and it looks a bit sporadic, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just stencil through. Let's just get a bit of pink on here. Nothing fancy here. Now I'm using the eyes inks. These are available on the website, and these are a super cool, affordable ink that will that are going to be perfect for your stenciling, your stamping, and this is another cool company that I have obviously collaborated with. Again, lovely family ethos. So let's just pop this colour through. Now you can see it's a bit sporadic. This is just white card, nothing fancy here. So I'm just going to show you how we get the complete embellishment. Super easy.
It's not a blending tool. I thought it was some lipstick actually. It's the size of one.
Yeah. So that's layer 1. So there we have you thinking, right, okay. Number 2. Now you can use the same ink pad if you want to. I'm just popping this in the corner. If you do want to do the sort of layering of the hearts, just pound some ink through the hearts, as you can see, and then you can just line your hearts back up. When you move, let's just push through. When you move it, you can see your heart. It's super easy. So there we go. So pop this back in the corner. Yeah. And then shall we do a different shade, maybe a darker one?
So do you limit yourself to a certain amount of different colour?
No, I said today I was going to come and do some really like electric colours with building and stuff, but because it's all just going too fast, I'm not going to get opportunity. But I'm just going to get some colour laid down for you here. Now this is where the beauty sort of starts to come to life, and you think you can start to see the 3D come to life instantly. Now there are no flimsy bits, don't have to be careful, there's no loose bits, just pop the ink through. We've connected all the areas where you could potentially maybe get ink underneath and it look a little bit ugly. There's none of that nonsense, just get the colour down, push it through, make it as dark or as light as you like. If you like clean and simple, keep it light.
It hasn't got to be consistent because it almost adds character to the petals here.
Oh yeah, I love how easy these are, but the results that you get are really, really impactful. They make you look way better than we actually are. So there we go. So that's number 2. So you can see it's sort of coming together already.
There you go. So that's only 2 layers now.
Yeah, so make
How
sure
many are in this one?
There's 5 in these. We don't ever go above 5.
Okay.
It's a bit boring. We stop at 5. If I can't get a 3D look in 5, there's something wrong.
Right.
So number 3 here. So I'm going to go with purple. Shall we go purple? Hold it in place, and again,
so it's easy to line up.
Easy as well. I mean, you don't really need magnets. You can just hold it, you know. So it's up to you. It's totally up to you. In fact, I'm going to go darker. Let's go blue.
Very nice. Joe, by the way, if you're loving stencils, then you might want to check out the deal of the day, because it's actually a Stamps by me. Deal of the day. Joe, let's have a look at these, because just while we're here, because that's the new exclusive. That is going.
This is gorgeous. This is one of our first ones, the heart wreath.
So and again, so you get the die and all those stencils.
4 stencils, outline die around the heart, and grateful, thankful, blessed die words in the middle. It's gorgeous, and for that price, I can't tell you. Well, if you're getting these and you're loving the idea and the concept around these, you need to pop that in for that £11.
So that's
nearly £30.
Nearly £30 worth. It's currently £11.99, but it's only for today. It's a deal of the day. We haven't got many of these left, actually. So, as you can appreciate, so you're saving £18, 2 payments of just £6, even less if you're a club member. Don't forget, it's all in there. Oh, 70% has gone of that. 70%. So if you fancy it, we never have too many hearts, can we? And you got grateful, thank you, blessed. What a way of saying thank you. That is ideal. So you're saving £19.20, just to repeat. So very exciting. But it is the deal of the day, just for today.
I just kept stenciling through this, Charlie, because I want you to see how gorgeous it is when I take this stencil away. I just kept adding.
You get that pleasure of reveal 3 or 4 times with this, don't you? Well, 5 times.
Absolutely gorgeous. So you take this off.
Now there you go, Tony. Like it.
Now, if you want to go back and add more levels of detail, you can absolutely do that. Go back and bring the stencil 1 back to the beginning if you want to. So now, number 4.
What else do you use apart from inks then?
Your embossing powders.
You can do
your
that.
ice ink sprays, your glitter paste. I mean, come on, you know all of this.
Yeah.
You know all of this. Right, let's do a green through here. So I'm just popping.
Which colour is that? So I can't see from here.
So this one is a green from the ice ink. They're on Vivian. They're on the website, these ink pads.
Yep.
If you haven't got any ink pads in your stash. So let's get this green or yellowy green through here. I've actually got orange on this, but it doesn't matter. It's more about the idea of showing you how quickly this comes together.
You can spend hours on this. You can spend a few minutes on it if you just got a couple of ink pads. You know, if you just go over, if you choose layer number 2 with the same colour, you're just intensifying because some of it's going to overlap, some of it isn't. It's like first and second generation. It just works.
And give it, just get it as dark or as light as you like. So you can see now. And then we've got last stencil, and this is going to give us that little bit of dimension.
Those embossing powders are going to sell out. If you like them, the Toni Darrick's ones, they're not hanging around. Oh, is the deal of the day gone? It hasn't. It was 70% a minute ago. Oh, it has. It's just gone out. Right, so there you go. If you got that, well done. So yeah, it should be best part £30. It's £11.99. Well done if you got that. Thank you very much indeed. If you like layering stencils, then this shows where you want to be. This is all about the new and exclusive. I mentioned those embossing glitters, the WOW ones. They're limited stock. We're down to the last 10%. No, actually 9% left. So you're saving a cheeky pound, but it's the fact that they're in stock. So yeah, saving £2.20 there in the club. So 332-709. But the fact is, these are Toni's concoctions. That's your cocktails you got in there.
Absolutely. I'm very privileged to be part of the WOW team. Very privileged. Right, so
that's the final layer now.
Yeah. Look at
that.
5 stencils, Charlie.
You know what kind of age groups can do this? I'm sure kids can have a go at this.
Any can do it, of course. So you pop your die round, look, super easy. Now the cool thing about this is the die cuts out, it's not just an outline, okay? Yeah. It cuts out the bits in between, and that's what I like about it as well. So it's not just the outline, there you go with all the white bits in, because that is so ugly.
I thought, right, I assumed it was an outline.
It's the die that pushes, no, it just pushes all of that detail
Another
through.
level here, Toni, we like it.
Yeah, I don't expect how else you, Charlie.
Of course not, absolutely not. No, generally I wouldn't, because I've seen lots of your designs. This is impressive. It's the fun of layering. It just makes you look like a fantastic artist so easily. But
so cool.
Speaking of which, especially roses, actually, they're just so handy to have. They can represent different things with different colours, can't they?
Wait till you see bluebell.
You're loving the bluebells as well. The individuals have sold out. The only way you can get all of them is part of the main bundle.
Okay, so I'll just pop this through the tangerine.
Okay.
Is that what it's called?
It's the tonic tangerine?
Yeah.
Is it Tommy? No, it's not Tommy. Tommy's is Jodie. She names it like a pet. And this is just your everyday tangerine. Tanya. There you go.
I hope I've used the right plates there. Oh, it looks like
it's
I'm saying how good my die is, then I run it through the machine and it don't work.
No,
so you just pop it out. There we go.
Oh, I see, cut out the middle. Oh, right. So that there, what a wonderful way to spend some time. And that is just what it's all about. You go straight in to the fun bit, which is, of course, selecting your colours, selecting your mediums. If you just start from 1, build your way up to 5. You haven't got to use every layer, I suppose.
Absolutely not. You haven't. We do have.
You can leave out the foliage if you want to. Yeah.
Of course you can, and then you can, but you could do it twice, cut away the flowers and then put a pad behind the flowers and do the decoupage side of it.
Them up.
So
Yeah,
shall I show you the bluebells?
Should we do it? Yeah, let's do the bluebells.
Might as well just keep going while it goes.
Shall we do it? Yeah,
Let's
it's flying. Absolutely flying out, you know.
So your bluebells is quite cool in the sense you get two formations. You get like one that goes straight up and then one that kills over. So it gives you the capability to create lovely apertures and creepers around things.
Well, it does. And we're thinking about starting at number 1. You're going to use a lighter colour, darker colour. You're going to build your way up.
Yeah.
Are you just going to use spritzers? If you haven't got any ink pads, get some spritzers. And quite often you can buy bundles of coordinating colours, can't you?
Of course. So let's start with number 1. Shall we do a traditional bluebell? Or
Let's do. Let's go traditional.
Let's go.
Or whatever you want to do.
Let's just go. Well, I've a handful of inks here, so.
Very nice. Do you know what? Because you got 15 stencils and of course the 3 dies. Well, if you're going for 18 elements, okay, it works out to be $2.99 an element if you're a club member. How often can you get a brand new stencil for $2.99? I know it's part of the design, but that is fantastic. You know, the usual price is nearly £75. We like to go in with a bang. You know, we've got some. We want to go in with a big show, brand new and exclusive. It's always going to be busy, but the savings are excellent. You know, it's £14.98. Hello, 55% of the stock's gone. That's 55% now.
So I just did number 1. So now I'm looking for number 2. So as always, you look for the number in the top corner and you make sure you can see the number. If it's wrong way, you're going to do your embellishment backwards. So number 2. So we'll go with. Let's go same colour but darker because I'm limited on my colours here. Press on a little bit harder for this one. So again, don't be fearful of the stencil and all of the delicate elements because they're all connected.
It's a great way to build up your confidence with card making because you can say, look, you still did this. You drew, well, you know.
You still made it, it's handmade.
You've still handmade this images, haven't you?
Of course, absolutely. I always say be proud of anything you make. If you've used your hands to make it, be super proud of it.
Absolutely. If you've loved every minute making it, that's all that matters, that just you enjoy it. So even at that level, Tony, that stage, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yep, so let's do this one next. So hopefully this will stand out with the ink I've got. But honestly, these are so gorgeous. So this is the 3rd stencil. We'll get that colour lay down.
Oh, look. Even at that level. Beautiful.
3, and then we'll go for number 4. I'll just clean this brush a little bit, take some of that blue off.
You could repeat the last layer twice, so the last layer could be with the clear embossing powder.
Of course, yeah.
You know.
So
you could go back over some bits with different mediums.
So you just
I love that card with the gilding flake used as one layer. It looks great.
So we've just got this lovely colour of green here. And then this one. It's quite therapeutic, isn't it?
It is, you know.
Just like dabbing it through, dib, dab,
and
dab.
It's just a circular motion.
Yeah.
And these Isings, for those who don't know, these are water-based ink pads.
They are, so which is super cool because you can react them with the water and you'll get a nice little bleed on there as well. So
yeah.
You can see, and then we've got our last one here, which is number 5. So you pop it on there and you can see, super easy. Let's go the same one a little bit dark. I'll press on as hard as I can here. So you get, this is going to be like a lovely, brilliant for sympathy cards. So obviously colour choice permitting. If you need to make a sympathy card or something, or just to say I'm thinking of you, things like that. But equally, if you want to jazz it up for a celebration, you could really go to town. And I'll show you one that I did in oranges and yellows on a video.
And yeah, don't forget, scan the QR code on the back of the packaging you receive and takes you through to tutorials. It's excellent. Oh, I like it, Tony.
Yep, so this is this one. So let's just die cut this one because I want
those
to show
embossing powders, technically, they have just sold out. Well, don't forget those. They were all Tony's colours. They are stunning. They're all designed to work well together. So yeah, it's the showstopper collection of the Wow embossing powder. So well done if you got those. That litter bug is my favourite. Look at all those different shards in there, thanks. So yeah, congratulations if you got those. Thanks, Tony.
It's all right. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying a thing. Count me out.
Well, Joe, we're trying to think of contingency plans for later on, because you're back at 8 o'clock. Sorry, yeah, 8 o'clock, and then tomorrow morning, all being well with stock. I don't know what we're going to do. Well, like I said, it's not my problem. So, again, I'm joking. I would never say that. But,
yeah.
We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We were going to do the deal of the day, but that's sold out. Yeah, so we'll have a chat later, Tony. No, I'm worried about the next half hour, let alone later.
Oh, Yanis is going to be happy. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
That is so cool, isn't it? There we go.
Very posh.
So
they're
the teal ones.
There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. So what, teal is always a magical colour,
let's
you know.
show you some other ones that we've done here, look.
Oh, I see.
So you don't have to do
Do you
traditional.
have any favourite colours then for?
I know, I just play with
don't
colour.
do blue.
I just play with colour, so that's that one. And then look at, there's some here with the vibrant pinks.
Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah, just pinks will work well, don't it? Like little fuchsias. Yeah.
Look at that.
No, I like it.
Then,
You get quite modern looking with this, actually, if you want it, couldn't you?
and that's splashed with a bit of water.
Should give a bit of faux bleach, like it.
And that's the lovely, lovely poppies. Look
Do you have
at
a
that.
favourite?
I like the poppies, I've got
Yeah.
to say.
Well,
But in your traditional reds, they look stunning. If
I
you've
was
got a
gonna
super
say,
bright
yeah.
red ink pad, they'll look absolutely.
Well, obviously, you can make loads before November, of course, if you want to. But there's plenty there, plenty of options. Well, what do you want to do? Should you do another one, or shall I do a recap?
Can do if you want. Yes.
Well, shall I do a recap?
Okay,
I'll give
do the poppy.
We'll do the poppy.
I'll do
give
the
it a
poppy.
go. I'll be right back. Thanks very much, Tony.
Okay.
But let's remind you of all the items. So this is the brand new and exclusive. It is vast. Well, let's show you more examples, okay? I would advise now to check out your baskets. 60%'s gone, and after a certain amount of time, whatever's in your basket, it gets bumped out. Somebody else could grab yours. So it's not like some of those online stores where you can have it in your basket for days. No, here it's minutes. So if you fancy it, then do grab this. And if you're thinking, well, I might get this at some stage, and the chances are you're going to be watching the show because you're a Stamps Family fan, so therefore the chances are you are going to get this at some stage. Do not miss out on the price. If you fancy it now, you're going to get that excellent deal. It's the launch deal. When we often bundle items together, we can give you a lower price. But to save nearly £15 is excellent. That's I would think it, maybe it's going to be £8 saving, £10 saving. To save, well, £20.98 in a club member is honestly really good. As if a one-day special site, as if a new and exclusive isn't good enough already, then, do you know what, that could even be a one-day special price, to be honest with you. But look, it's the new and exclusive. You cannot currently buy this anywhere else. Only right here, right now, on Creating Craft. That, I just can't get over the value for money. Yes, in terms of the materials, but it's for the pleasure that this is going to give you. You know that reveal you get, whether it's doing a bit of screen printing, lifting up, whether it's doing a bit of stenciling, or whenever there's a bit of a reveal, you know, that is such a magical part of crafting. You're going to get that so many times during a card, because in each of the designs, you've got 5 different layers. That's 5 different reveals. You watch it build. As the layers go up, you feel even more like a talented artist. It's so very impressive. If you're brand new to crafting, you can achieve this. This levels the playing field. Okay, might take a bit of experience to work out where you're going to use the design with your mats and layers, where to put the sentiment, of course. But to actually get the artwork itself, I reckon anyone can do that. Absolutely anyone. Been crafting for years, you just want to have the quick fun. If you're new to crafting, you want to feel good straight away. This is that. It's that feel good concept that just delivers, isn't it? By the way, we spoke about all these different mediums, don't we? How about that with the gilding wax and all the gilding flakes? It's going to look so gorgeous. That I've always talked about using gilding flakes as a separate layer for your for your stencils. That's going to work well. So 454993, 60% of the stock has gone. Reason being, it's on Flexi, they're all brand new, and they're going to offer lots and lots of pleasure. But if you'd like to know even more information, how you can spread that cost interest free, this is Flexi.
FlexiBuy. It's as simple as shop, click and craft. Buy it today. Spread your payment at no extra cost. There are no fees, no interest and no waiting. So whether you're potty on paper craft, mad on mixed media or just starting your sewing journey, shopping has never been easier. It's time to buy what you want, when you want, with 2, 3 or even 4 interest-free Flexi Buys. Shop today with FlexiBuy on Create and Craft.
Again, spell that cost interest-free. Tick that box before you check out, or give a call centre in. They can set it all up for you. Very, very easy to do indeed. But I would get it this show. And so, okay, we might be about 8 o'clock, but I can't promise anything. The reason why I'm saying now is because 60%'s gone, and we're only just over halfway through the show, the first show. So is it where we're going to be in 3.5 hours' time? I don't know. So if you think you're going to have lots of fun from this, it's money well spent, don't you think, Tony?
Absolutely, and I know a lot of people absolutely adored the poppy that we did last time. We did a poppy and some other florals on this. So I know you've been waiting for these ones, and I like to bring you little eclectic bundles, which are super affordable, and you're going to get a lot out of when you get them out.
Well, Emma Blake's been in touch. Emma, thank you very much. You're loving these. You can't wait to start playing with these. I'm sure they'll be arriving very, very soon. So Emma, thank you very much, and glad you're a big fan.
She gets it all, Emma. She's like, I want it all. I need it all. Like yesterday, I'm like...
Emma,
she loves it.
Love to see your craft.
She's a true crafter,
I'm sure you've got lots of tools now, so thanks very much.
So here I'm going to use that lovely poppy, but I'm just going to show you maybe a different way of just throwing the colour on and getting, rather than a solid look, how you can get like a ghost look, very soft and surreal. So I've picked some other ink pads here, just because I love ink pads and I've got them all. These are the mini distress inks, so I'm just going to pop a halo of colour through. So very soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm pop the halo through, and I might make it darker in the centre and softer towards the edge, or vice versa, so darker in the centre. And this is what's going to give your sort of design a whole new dimension as well. So the 3 elements that built the actual composition of the flower now looks like you've actually used more. So I'm just going to go round the edge, and first of all I'm just going to get a lay down so it's not white. Just get that colour in there, and then I'm going to take.
No,
there's no.
You don't actually want to be. You want that individual character.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well, it's not until you put that last stencil on you see the achievement. Each time you do it, you're thinking, I'm not sure, and then as soon as you do that last stencil, it's absolutely, oh, I love this. This is cool. So I'm just adding sort of dimension myself with one stencil. So around the edge. Don't be too precious about it. Get that colour down. And you can go and make it a little bit darker if you want to. So there's a sort of design 1, super easy. And then we'll bring in number 2. And I've got the number looking at me. Always make sure your number's looking at you.
Right, here. Line up the hearts in the corner.
Yeah, just pop, you can ink through. I just pop it in the corner of my card. But all of the bits are connected, so you've got no flimsy where your ink's going to go underneath, because in the past we've done that and it does look ugly. So all of it's connected. And you know, of recent, our last 12 months of stencils have been absolutely showstoppers.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
So the next colour is like a deeper one here.
Look, think of all those mica sprays. Can you just layer those
Yeah,
up?
you just put them in a box and spray. Lay it on, spray. Next one, spray. A few at design team have done that.
It's going to be lovely.
Yeah. So I'm creating a very soft, lovely design.
So you go clearly, you know, unrealistic colours just for fun, or you can keep it quite
you could go quite psychedelic if you wanted to.
Yeah. That is... And you can see there, you got candied apple, cracked pistachio.
Yeah, just grabbed a whole bunch of them really.
Carved pumpkin.
Don't have to have the colours I have too. If you've only got 5 ink pads, you know, and the primary ones, then you've got all the colours in the rainbow, haven't you? So don't put yourself under pressure, thinking I need all ink pads, you know, because we don't need all the ink pads in the world. But if you don't have any, these are a great starting point. So again.
Yeah, I think the smaller distress ink would be excellent. You know? And by the way, we have got die collections on the website. We've got nesting dies. We've got all sorts. But by the way, let's have a look at the ink pad collection we've just found. So these are the Eyes Ink. So this is the brand we looked at the start of the show. Thanks to Tony. So club members, you pay $25.19 for all of those 5. So it is a cracking deal. So yeah, pop it into your basket, but you are saving, don't forget, £14.98 if you're going for that brand new and exclusive. Maybe put that towards the first flexi payment here, or towards the full payment.
So I'm on to layer 3 now, so a darker red. So this one is candied apple.
So do you know what, we're going to show you a video shortly, because if you're wondering how we use these, if you've just joined us, we'll show you that very shortly.
Yeah, so again, I'm trying not to get really harsh lines. I'm trying to give it a very soft appearance here. So, you know, blend, 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 add dimension on each stencil. Don't be too precious about it, because honestly, the results are showstoppers. They are really, really beautiful.
Well, they are, aren't they? And just think, which colours have you got at home? Which colours are going to be your favourites?
So you can see it's coming together there.
Yeah.
So that's number 3. So let's bring in number 4.
And you could stop there, couldn't you, really, at 3?
You could absolutely stop there, and you can fussy cut into them and build them up with dimension if you want to.
Texture paste?
Yeah,
like this
sparkly texture paste looks amazing.
You don't use that for the last layer, then?
You can if you want. You can use sparkly paste on every layer. You'll just have to let them dry between the layers, so you'll end up with a full sparkly image.
There's not going to be bumpy and awkward with the next stencil.
No. As long as you let each one dry, you'll be absolutely fine.
Okay.
So let's go on to a green here.
What about like paints, like acrylic paints?
Yeah, confetti inks that we had on last week.
Oh yes.
In the big palettes, they go through beautifully, so we can do that. Try it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It's a piece of card and a stencil.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
You know, if it don't work, we'll do something else.
And
I'm sure you've all got a crafty kit in your stash that you can swap it out with and do something else with.
I'm sure.
You know, just try it. So I'm just laying down this lovely green here. And again, if you want to do like a bit of a ghost look, then add the dimension on the layer in areas, just in some of the areas. So you're creating like as if you've had that 3rd and 4th stencil if you want to, when really we haven't, and you haven't paid for it. So with the 5 stencils.
And you can, if you've got smaller blending brushes, you can still pick out tile areas.
Yeah.
You go to the whole thing. You can just focus on half of the whole design if you want.
If you just wanted the flower head. So you can see here we have our centres of our flowers, so we're going to have to go dark with that one. So see if I've got a dark, I've got a grey here. Let's just go for grey. But you could do it black if you wanted to. So
and that, oh, I see. So yeah, save the dark one for the middle.
Yeah. I'm just going grey here because this is all I have. But
I just think a clear bit of embossing powder.
Yeah, you could have done a sticky ink, thrown the embossing on, and had sparkly centres. That'd have looked gorgeous. So then this is stencil number 4. So you can see it's pretty much coming together beautifully. Then last one, and the number's looking at me there, as we can see. And then we'll just add that shade of green darker.
So that's a slightly darker one then?
Yeah, I mean, I like to just experiment with colour. I'm not precious about, you know, green is green, although there's warm and cool tones.
Sure, Jan's been in touch. She says absolutely loves this new exclusive. Jan, thank you so much indeed. Jan likes to know what the brushes are you're using.
These are our new brushes which are launching on birthday.
Oh right, Jan, what a good question. Thank you very much.
It is the
So launching on Thursday?
It's a weekend on the 16th.
Thursday today? We're launching them now? No. So it's next week?
It's the 16th and it's a weekender.
How's that work?
Is that Thursday?
That's says the week. My weekend starts on a Thursday, to be honest with you. Oh, it's next Friday. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Are you trying to confuse me, you?
No, I think I'm not getting involved. Okay, but I've been told it's a week tomorrow. We'll speak to you afterwards about that, Tony. Adele's been in touch. Adele, thank you very much indeed. He says...
I'm not telling you nothing about birthday. Nothing. It's a surprise, Charlie.
Okay, all right.
Total surprise.
Okay. I just don't know what to say.
Do not ask, Charlie. I'm not telling.
I'm just not asking at all. Adele's been in touch. He says, hello,
Hello.
I've just understood it now. Yeah. I'm not going to sing it. Adele, thank you very much. You're saying fabulous collection. The quality of your products are second to none. Cannot wait to play with yours. And Adele, who says thank you so much for your continued inspiration.
Oh, thank
Adele,
you.
seriously, thank you so much for taking the time to email us in. It's lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's pop the die around. Look how gorgeous that looks. I mean, come on. And if you're thinking, do you know, like, I love it, this bit I'm not quite sure of, do not be afraid to do this, because it's quite a cool technique actually. So that light colour there, can you see there? I'm thinking it's a bit light. I would like it a bit darker. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to shade 1, pop my stencil back on. Can you see?
So you still see all the layers?
You can still see all the layers, but whatever stencil that one leaves, does that make sense?
Well,
You
so
can
what
go
colour-
back
what
in
do
and
you
add some
think-
colour. So I'm just going to get some orange here.
Is that the original colour? Or?
The starting point, I don't know if it was this one or not, I'll probably make a hash of it now, but just to sort of bring it back together, because this bit is a bit light for me, I want it
They
to
are
be a
good
little
brushes,
bit
aren't they?
darker, so I'm just going to push that back. Look, don't be afraid to go back in with your brush, and if you lose any detail, go back in and bring back the number, but there we go. Super easy. So let's just quickly die cut this one. But you can see, look, pretend
That just
without
pulls it
all
all
of the
together now,
without
doesn't it?
all of the mess.
Yeah.
When you've got these beautiful words which are on set, when you pop them through,
Bravo.
you're out.
Yeah.
Pop them through your
Bravo.
embossing powders, laugh out loud, things like that. You and me, you can separate it if you want to. But if you dip these into your sticky ink pad and throw your embossing powders on them, you're going to have sparkly sentiments.
Sparkly
But
sentiments,
I'll not
right.
talk about them
Sure,
because
white's just nice on there.
let's just pop this around, look.
And once
So-
again, you can sort of decoupage these if you fussy cut them out.
Yep, you absolutely can.
You might
which
not
is
want any
super cool.
foliage. You might leave the last few layers.
I mean, you need to just think beyond what's physically in front of you there. If you are a clean and simple card maker who has like apertures and you just pop that clean and simple foliage around the corner and a sentiment, these are going to look so cool.
They are.
But equally, as you can see from the samples from our design team, there's an eclectic mix. You have some which are mixed media, which are absolutely gorgeous. So
we'll
the
have to look
scope,
through those shortly.
the scope to absolutely do so many techniques with these, you know, the possibilities are quite simply endless. That's why I love them, and they're affordable.
They are.
And you will revisit
So you
them as
get
well.
all 3 brand new sets for the price on your screen now. So, you know, I normally £75 worth. That's what they should be if they were going to be their full price. But when we bundle items together, we can lower the price for you. And when it's a brand new and exclusive, we can really lower it. That's exactly what we've done here. Also on 3 flexis. So it is literally just £18 today. Add your postage to your first payment, and you're going to have these in a few days. They're ready to go. It's on immediate dispatch standard delivery. So, yeah, you'll have these very, very soon. Or you're going to be using the poppy first, or you're going to be using the rose or the bluebells. So you can still repeat them. You can make them part of a woodland. You can have them all together.
Absolutely, and build them in with all of your aperture dies that you've bought from us, or your plate dies that you've got from us. You know, we don't just put them together and expect you to, you know, think about what you're going to do with them after that. We've got lots of other projects and products that we've brought to you that work beautifully with them, and you will just naturally go for them, I believe. So I've just got a sparkle pen here, so I'm just going to add some sparkle to the leaves on this one. And then next one, I'm going to show you the bleaching effect, if I've got time.
We've got about 13
Oh, brill,
minutes.
I'm going to do a bleaching one next, you'll love that.
Excellent.
So look at this one here now. Add a bit of sparkle, touch of sparkle, add some sequins around if you want to onto your projects. It's just so pretty. Now this is quite pulled back. This is like a ghost one. But if you want to do impactive, bright purples, bright blues, you really can. It's absolutely down to yourself and what you have in your stash to create whatever you like as a crafter. If you like bright and beautiful, it's there.
It's the way the layers are divided that makes it look
Absolutely.
great. And just choose which colours you want now.
Yeah.
And that is it. And you haven't got to use 5, 1 per layer. You haven't got to do that at all. Joe, let's have a look at the time lapse we recorded not so long ago, because it shows you how the layers build up so quickly. It looks fantastic. So you can see with this one here, first of all, stamps by me. We love them for this, but we've got, well, think of all the different cardstock you're going to be using on this, but that's what we're going to be creating. So layer number 1, all the dies you need. Here's some lovely music for you, Tony.
Yeah, it's a bit posh.
Isn't it nice?
We had
So
this.
you look at the numbers there. Obviously go up in ascending order, number 1, number 2, obviously, and then you can see first colour on. If you've got your blending tools, great. If you've got your smoothie sponges, great. Don't forget, not just for inks, this could also be for spritzing with too. So think of all those perler inks, think of all those lovely mica sprays. Do you know what? You might be stippling on some texture paste. Do you know what? You might use some acrylic paints on this, you know, who knows. So we've done one layer there. Line them up. Have you got your gilding flakes? What layer are you going to be using? The actual stems, John, this colour. I'd watch the show back just to get those colours. They are beautiful. And we love the reveal, don't we? We've seen a few already and we're still on the same project. They are magical. Run them through your machine and you can make and sell with these as well. As many as you want. Sell online. Sell in person, for charities, for your own profit, for your crafty stash. Doesn't matter. You've got lots of artwork to play with, and that's how easy it is. The numbers are actually printed on the actual stencil, so you can't get confused which one's which. Keep them in the same place and just change your colour per layer. Or use the same colour and just intensify it. It works very effectively. Now, stock-wise, over 60% has now gone. I don't know how much longer this is going to last. I genuinely don't, and I say that because we should be here, hopefully, in just over 3 hours' time, 8 o'clock with Yanis. We will be live here with Toni, I'm sure, but are we going to be with this? I honestly cannot promise anything. Sometimes we could go to the individuals, but they've sold out. So the only way you can get all of these is from the bundle, the brand new and exclusive. It's what I would recommend anyway, because you are getting that saving, okay? Saving £14.98. It's actually over £20 saving if you're a club member, okay? So saving £20.98, so cracking value. But, you know, you're going to be watching this channel because you love card making, you adore stamps by me. We've got so many Tony's fans watching now. You love what these guys do. Having gorgeous art is one thing, but having a clever and very satisfying concept is another. If you put those together, you're going to have so much fun. It's a very simple question. Can you imagine yourself getting lots of pleasure from making cards like this? Would you be proud to feature artwork like that? If the answer is yes, then you're spending your money very wisely, aren't you? For me, that's what life's about. If you enjoy what you do, if this is your hobby, if it's your passion, then you are spending your money very, very wisely indeed. So you can see that. Change up the colours. If you love mint, you're obsessed with the gilding waxes or like this, your gilding flakes, it could be. Think of those mica powders you might be working with in your last layer. It just goes on and on. You might be designing your own papers. Think about saving that last layer with some texture pastes, maybe some glitter, maybe some sparkles. That's going to be a winner. If you really want it to look even more authentic, even more hand-painted, then you can easily do that. Maybe work with some spritzing techniques. You know, if you've got some watercolour paints, maybe try it with that. But it just delivers every single time. Maybe something this could be what your kids help you with. Do the family members want to get involved? If you're looking forward to the look on your children's faces when they've designed something that could well be like that, there's no reason why not. If they can blend, if they can spritz something through a stencil, you can help them line up. That is going to be a very proud moment. And apart from anything else, flowers are always handy to have, especially poppies for in a few months' time, in November obviously, but also the roses. Now, I'm not an expert on what colours represent what, I always forget, but I know lots of colours represent different things, different meanings, different feelings. So that actually, at different occasions, yeah, so this, in that way alone, it's still excellent value. We've now jumped up to 2/3 of the stock gone. The easy way to shop, whether choosing Flex Buy or not, is on the website createandcraft.com. When these arrive home, you'll have these in a few days. Which one are you going to be crafting with first? What colours? Just start playing now. What colours are you going to be looking forward for your first layer? Will you be going darker for layer number 2? Are you going to go up in darkness? Are you going to be using different mediums the higher up you go in your layers? But they're all designed for you. Just look forward to seeing that magnificent art, as we've done right here. Well, we're talking about using different cardstock. So, is this watercolour card we got here?
Yeah, so this is
that watercolour
card, and I'm going to do a sort of bleaching effect.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can get that artistic feel without the outline dye.
Okay.
So I just want to show you how, thank you. So I just want to show you how when you do each layer and you spray with water, how it looks like it is realistic. It is so, so cool. Can I just thank you, Charlie, that's very kind. Right, so let's go with, we did a pink one, didn't we? So let's step away from pink. Shall we do something we just probably wouldn't do? Let's go blue. Let's go blue because we can. So totally different this time. Let's get a different colour, and I'm going to make a lovely masterpiece that I'm going to put in a frame for a member of my family.
Oh,
okay,
lovely.
so let's get some blue. Now, for this sort of bleed technique, it looks fabulous if you use watercolour card, okay, because then the colour moves around a little bit better. With normal cardstock, it drinks it really quickly.
Yep.
So if you use watercolour card for this technique, you do get a better result. But I would just try it on normal cardstock if you want to do it, and then just see where it takes you. So again, push that ink through. So I'm just getting the colour down. I'm not...
Just first layer?
Yeah, just a first layer. Get some
normally
colour.
I'll be a bit perfectionist now. I've got to get a seamless
Smooth,
blend.
no.
You don't, do you? Because you want them to like natural petals.
Yeah, you want them to be...
They're not perfect.
Absolutely, you want them to be very forgiving. So just get an initial lay down. And the great thing about this technique is you can have that stencil back on and bring it back. If you spray too much and you lose it, you can sort of bring it back. So layer one...
So that's like a high definition finish.
Yep. So
and because when you catch the edge when you're blending, it's like a hairline frame.
Yes, it's soft, isn't it? And if you give it a little bit of a spritz on the end, can you see how it's bleeding out? So you just need to let the colour just do its magic. Just give it a second or two. It's gone a bit mockledy there. So whilst that's doing its thing, let's bring in the next colour. So I think we'll go teal. I'm going totally random here with the colours, which I think is going to give it the real wow factor. So let's get rid of number one for now.
And already that's going to be a unique layer.
It's going to look
exactly the same.
And this is what you just saw on that bluebell, where it looked really arty, really gorgeous. Okay, so here you can either mop it up with some tissue, give it a quick blast off. So let's just blast it off. Now I did spray this with my Pearly Wink Sparkle. So this is in the show.
It is at 8 o'clock. Water next.
So there's a silver and a gold, and if you like this technique and you like it sparkly, which I'll hold up at the end.
That's like a nice frosting.
This would make a great Christmas card.
Wouldn't it, yeah?
Yeah, so just blast it off. I'm not going to dry it fully, but you just get the idea. Got plenty of time.
Would you let it dry naturally at home?
You know I would blast it off.
Okay.
Carry on regardless.
Yeah, good.
So here's
5 minutes left.
Okay, that's fine. So number two, let's just go with teal. Oh, this is a bit bright. Let's push this through. So just add that colour through.
Yeah.
And again, you know, don't be too precious. Just get the colour down.
And you can, yes, do a couple. You haven't got to do all of it either. Just do a few
elements.
little bits.
Yep. Super cool. So if you
and
want
you're going to experiment, you know, you might be more heavy-handed with some layers and softer with the others. Just have a play around with the effect you get.
Yeah, just go for it. It's a piece of card, you know. No bad's happened. So when you take that off, look already.
Oh, yeah, Toni.
So you get that second layer.
Now,
so then we'll spritz our second layer, but we'll spritz it in a different area. So let's try and get a little bit of a bleed up there, a little bit here, a little bit there. Look, just let it just work its magic, let it work out. Don't be precious about it. If you get a puddle and you're thinking, oh, I've ruined it, you haven't. All you need to do is dry it off, put the stencil back on, and just bring it back again. It's so cool, honestly. Wait, I mean, we've got time to do this, but wait till I show you. You're going to absolutely love this,
It's a little bit mixed media-y, can't you?
It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Can you get some flecks on that?
Yeah. So I've lost most of my detail there.
We can go back in.
But I'm just going to get the stencil, I'm just going to add it in. I'll still have my lovely bleed.
Just very forgiving. If you do too much or something, then just...
Oh, it's amazing. I love... This is where I was born with stencils, this bleaching effect. We've done it from day dot. Absolutely lovely. I'm not drying it properly because I want to really get this demo shown, because I'm bringing back number two. I just want to bring back a little bit of that detail up here because I've lost it. I'm just going to push it through. So I'll still have my lovely bleed. And I'm just bringing my detail back a little bit because I sprayed it a little bit too much with that water. And there, now we've brought our detail back, look.
Tony,
you see that there?
right. Yes.
So number three.
That isn't that rich. That's rich in colour.
gorgeous, isn't it?
It's gorgeous colours.
Number 3. So this one...
And that's just a watercolour card.
Again, yeah, but this one, you don't have to spray every layer if you don't want to. So this one, we'll see how it looks. We might spray it, we might not. We'll see what it looks like. So this I'm going to really press on because I'm using the dark, back to the really dark colour here in the hope I'm going to get the detail.
Do you know what, if you are tempted to buy this, you know, we're absorbed into this. It's mesmerising to watch. Imagine what's going to be like doing this in your own craft room. I mean, you can do this on your lap in front of the telly even. It's that straightforward. Saving £20.98. If you think, right, I'm going to get this at some stage, if you can get it this evening during the show even, I'd recommend, because we are going through the stock. It might not be here at 8, but you're still saving a lot of money. Over 2/3 of the stock's gone. 15 stencils, that's 5 for each of the 3 designs, and you're going to get that die. For 3 dies, so 1 for each design, of course. So we're going to get the bluebells, the roses and the poppies.
So that 3rd layer, Charlie, I didn't spray. I'm happy, I like it. I don't need to spray it, I've got my bleed. So let's bring in number 4, which is going to be a green.
So you just kind of adapt on an individual basis to the layer and what happens after you apply the water.
Yep, absolutely. Right, quickly. So on this one, I wouldn't die cut it because I think a little stamped sentiment through it, you know, decoupage sentiment on top, whatever you've got in your stash. So very quickly get that green through, and again, so you start to get your greenery in there.
Right,
now
okay.
I'm not going to spray that one. I'm going to skip. I would probably spray it, but we're running out of time, so I'm just going to go straight in. Very quickly.
I would use the same ink for another matte layer in the background, couldn't you? Just do a band around the edge, and there's your coordinating mat.
Get that colour on there, and then I would probably spray that a little bit as well.
Right, Tony, that is magnificent.
I'm going to leave it because we're out of time, but really spray each layer, bring it back if you lose the detail, get it in a frame, add an embossed line around it. It looks like masterpieces.
I bet it does. So even just working with different tones of grey would be quite exciting, you know. Think of all these different ones. You know, 70%'s gone. So we got through 70%, and it's not even 5 o'clock in the afternoon. 10% went before we started, to be honest. Is the last 30% going to last 3 hours? I wouldn't want to promise anything. If you're fancy getting these at some stage, if you can't get them now, you are guaranteed one. So, Tony, thank you very much indeed. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Thank you
so much for your
guys,
home.
thank you.
Let me tell you what's coming up. It's back with Hells. It's all about the paper pantry in a few minutes' time with our Yanis. And are we ready? 6 o'clock. It's the one new special launch with Leonie and myself. It's the legendary Stamperian. But of course, it's all about the one-day special. This is the last chance to get these. It's all about these issues. It's issue 102 and 103. 90 projects, and across the two, you've got happy occasions, sad occasions, all seasons of the years. You've got lots of Christmas, especially in issue 103 there. You're going to get background papers, which you can download. If you go to the Tatterlace website, you can download them. We're suddenly talking about artwork for life with those papers, aren't we? You're going to get the embossing folders and the dies that come with it. So the 2 dies, the 2 embossing folders with all of that inspiration. Do you know what? We have those days where, you know, we need that inspiration, we need that head start, whether it's just a background of a card, whether it's a layout, whether it's a colour family. So you're saving £6, even more if you're a club member, £19.98, or on Flexi. It's the one today, add your postage. Your item number is 449409.
Hi, I'm Jenny Mays from Hobby Art. Hobby Art's a family-run company, and we've been designing and manufacturing stamps for over 28 years now. We have an extensive range of clear and rubber stamps, and we're proud that they're all manufactured in Britain. Whatever your style, there's always something that will interest you with Hobby Art stamps. Crafting is my passion, and I love teaching. I love sharing my ideas with other people because I have the time to share my ideas, maybe open a door for somebody and give them the confidence to start stamping.
out for our big weekly promotions only at Create and Craft. Our one-day special, which is our special product of the day, launches every day at 6 p.m. New and exclusive launches Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m, where you will find products and offers not available anywhere else. And there's our pick of the week, which launches every Monday at 8 a.m. Taking you into the weekend is our Weekender, which launches every Friday night at 8 p.m. Create and Craft, bringing you 7 days of deals.
Hello everybody and a very warm welcome. We've got another look at our astounding pick of the week. It's been immensely busy all week, so we are getting towards the end of our shows. Let me introduce you to the wonderful Hells. Hello.
Hello.
You got the little pussycat ears as well?
Yeah, of course.
Nicely done,
Always
nicely
got my
done.
ears on, always.
Well, who's got your ears? Well, I know. You're listening in on all conversations.
I know, I'm double ears.
You hear everything. Can I just before we get into this collection, can I just show you something? Because we think of USBs, yep, for card making, but come on, look at this. Even the back of the fabric, or the back of the cushion rather, that has been printed onto the fabric. So you are suddenly being able to customize these beautiful images and make, I mean, look, we got here, or we got the bag, and again, this is, you've created this, you've printed the designs.
Yeah. I've literally just printed onto printable fabric, and it couldn't be easier. And
Wow.
this, Yanis, is the game changer for me, because as I make no secret of it, you know, I'm a crafter,
Yeah.
but my hobby now is soft crafting. So how many times I've stood there with a paper collection going, oh, I really wish that